Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So have you ever needed a variable in your program that should only hold a fixed set of values like days of the week, directions or user roles? That's where Java enums come in. And enum, short for enumeration, lets you define a custom data type with a limited set of constant values. Instead of using plain strings or numbers that can easily lead to bugs, enum gives your code clarity, safety and structure. For example, you can define enum day, and day can be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and boom, now you have a strong type, safe way to represent only valid days. Enums aren't just about cleaner code, they make your logic more reliable and easier to maintain. Let's dive into how Java enums can level up your programming game. So in this video, I will be telling you that what are enums in Java, which is called as enumeration in Java. So if you understand this video and if you enjoyed this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that in this video I will be telling you that what are enums in Java, and in full form you can say enums as enumeration. So we will be understanding that what is enumeration in Java. So enum is a special class, you can say, that represents a group of constants, and it is unchangeable variables like final variables. To create an enum, we can use the enum keyword instead of class or interface as we were using in the previous videos of Java. And to separate the constants with a comma, note that they should be in uppercase letters. So it is saying me that to create an enum, we can use enum keyword instead of creating class or interface, and you can just create it using separate constants with a comma. And you should note that if you are creating any enum, it should be in uppercase letter. How we create enums? This is the example that how we are creating enum. First of all, we are creating the enum as enum keyword, and after just you can say after creating the enumeration keyword in short form, we are just giving it class as well. You can give any class to the enum. In this case, I am giving my class name as level, and in this class name of level, I am defining some enum values which I want to be defined here. So here in this case, I am writing three values. First is low, second is medium, and third is high. So these are the three values which I am adding in my enum here, and you can access enum constants with the dot syntax. Sorry, this is the way that how you can access enum constants with the dot syntax. Level my var equal to level dot medium. So this medium is a value of enum, or you can say enumeration, which we are assigning here with this my variable name. And enum is short for enumerations, which means specifically listed, which I have already told you, but I have not told you that enumeration means specifically listed. Enum inside a class, how you can define enum inside a class? You can also have a enum inside a class. This is the way, this is the example how you can use enum, or you can say enumeration inside a class. But before understanding that, I will be moving on to my NetBeans IDE, because as you know, in the previous video when we were just working with Java, we were just using this IDE, and if you are a beginner starting with Java, I will prefer you to use NetBeans IDE because it is good for beginners and it has all the features, all the, you can say, things which a beginner needed if they are starting with language like Java. And if you are an intermediate or advanced level programmer, so I will prefer you to use some other IDEs, like you can use Android Studio, PyCharm, which is not for Java, but in that you can create Java files. You can also use online IDEs like Jupyter, which is for Java as well. So moving on to this main.java file which we have created in our previous videos, I will be removing all the things here, because in previous video I was just telling you that what is interface in Java, how you can use interface, and I hope you understand that what is interface in Java, how we can create different interface classes. But now in this video we need to understand that how we can just use enumeration in Java, how we can create enum keyword instead of class or interface, and how we can add things in this enum keyword or in this enumeration tag which we create. So this is the way to create it, but now we have understand how we can create it. To access enum constant, we need to use dot syntax, and this is the way how you can just use enum inside a class. So now we are creating a class of main in which we are using this enum keyword and we are assigning the values to it. So the value can be any value you want, but in this case I'm defining three values to my enum keyword, which is low, medium and high. These are the three values. Moving on to my NetBeans ID, I will be pasting all the things here and I will be running it. So for running this file, I will be pressing right click on my main.java file and I will be pressing run file. You can also press shift and F6, which is the shortcut key to run this file here. So I will be pressing run file, and after running this file, if I show you here, so you can just see we are getting medium printed in the output. And why we are getting medium? Because here if I show you, so we have only mentioned one value which I want in the output, which is dot medium value. So that's the reason we are getting this value printed from this enum keyword here, which we have added the values now. So this is the way how you can add these values and how you can assign values to your variable and how you can get the output by defining these values here in enum or enumeration in Java. Moving down, you can use enum in a switch statement as well. We have understand that what is switch statement, how you can create switch statement. I hope you understand that things which I have discussed in the previous video of switch statement. So how we can use enums in switch statements? Enums are often used in switch statements to check for corresponding values. Like if you want to check for corresponding values in switch statement, so we use enumeration there, and this is the way how we are using it. And again we are assigning three values to enum, which is low, medium and high, because I don't want to confuse you. That's the reason I'm using three values again and again, same three values as we were using in the previous example here. So I will be just now copying this all things here, and now if I just copy these all things, so we need to see what output this time we will be getting here. Moving on to my NetBeans ID, I will be replacing it and I will be adding another bracket here, which I have not added now, and I will be running this file by pressing right click and run file. And after doing it, you can just see we are getting medium level printed. And if I show you why we are getting this output, we are getting this output because here we have only defined one value of medium with level, and that's the reason we are getting medium printed in the output instead of low and high, which we have also added here, because these cases is been not defined here. If I add low like this, so now this time you will be getting the output as low, and in low we have written low level, so we will be getting low level printed. You can just see now here we are getting low level printed. Now instead of this low, I will be printing the value as high. So now you will be seeing that this time we will be getting high level printed in the output, because in this high case we have written this high level text. So that's the reason we will be getting this printed. If I run, you can just see we are getting high level printed here, and that's the way how you can use enumeration in Java. So I hope you understand that how you can just use enumeration in Java with switch statement, and normally how you can use enumeration. You can use enumeration for looping as well, means how you can loop through an enum. So the enum type has a value method which returns an array of all enum constants. This method is useful when you want to loop through the constants of an enum. Like if you want to loop through the constants of enum, you can use this example here, which is used for looping through an enum. This is the example how we can just use it now. So I will be simply copying this, and you can also understand the difference between enums and classes if you want to understand. But moving forward, I will be copying this example and I will be understanding that how we can loop through you can say enum. So I will be pasting these all things. After pasting it, we need to just define these things here like this, and after doing it, I will be just adding another bracket here, and I will be running this. After running this file, if I show you, we are getting three things printed: low, medium, high, because in enum we have printed these three things. That's the reason we are getting. But if you comment out this here, and then if you print this here like this, so you can just see we are getting an error because we have not getting the level values. That's the reason. But this time if I do that, now we will be getting three level values printed: low, medium and high here, as we are getting now. So that's the way how you can use enumeration in Java, how you can get enum values printed, how you can just use these level values with enumeration to print with switch statement, how you can loop through an enumeration, how you can use normally enumeration. I hope you understand all the things. And now this is the difference between enums and classes. And enum can, just like a class, have attributes and methods, and the only difference is that enum constants are public, static and final, and they are unchangeable, cannot be overwritten. And enum cannot be used to create objects, and it cannot extend other classes, but it can implement interfaces. Why and when to use enums? So you use like we can use enums when you have values that you know aren't going to be changed, like months, days, colors, deck of cards, etc. Like if you want the values which you are writing aren't going to be changed, there you can use enums, and you can just make the, you can say you can take the benefit of enumeration there. So that's the way how you can use enumeration Java, which is a special class that represents a group of constants. I hope you understand all the things about enumeration, how we can use it with switch statement, how we can use it normally, and how we can loop through a enum in Java. So if you have understand this video about enumeration in Java, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.